So recently I said that I had some good and bad news concerning the Cucumber Club, and I kind of wanted to talk about things to set this year off, or to end this year. I'm not sure when I'm going to post this, but I want to kick it off with quickly reacting to the documentary style video that Kevin the Cube made. Hopefully he's okay with this. I probably should ask permission. In full transparency, I've already seen this. I have it liked, I left a comment that we'll talk about later, but we're going to go through it one time without pausing, and then I'm going to go back and give further detail.
You gonna do it this way then?
I don't know how I'm alive right now, but I am.
Then we gonna do. Oh yes!
Oh, wow!
I don't know. We don't do nothing.
In 2017, a group of creators set out to build something special. They called themselves the Cucumber Squad. Their goal?
I don't even remember how we thought of the name Cucumber Squad.
And entertainment. They debuted with an outro that promised big things, but that promise was never fulfilled. Not a single video was ever released. For years, the idea seemed dead. But in December 2021, it came back to life, this time as the Cucumber Club. Some original members returned, like Tunafish 1000, OK King, Darkray, and Papyrus. Joining them were newcomers Dragon's Den, along with Young Chocolate Games. With a fresh start and a rebranded name, the Cucumber Club promised to continue the legacy of the squad. In March 2022, they released their first video, Meet the Club. It was a fun introduction, showing fans the personalities behind the group. The excitement was back, and for the first time, the Cucumber Club felt real. 2 months later, in May 2022, their first gaming video dropped, a Naruto tournament. Fans were thrilled, and the engagement was promising. The tournament's second part followed in June, and the final part came out on September 1st, 2022. But little did fans know, that final upload would also be the last.
Then they have everyone's profile picture grayed out.
So what happened? Why did a group with so much potential fade into obscurity after just 5 uploads? The truth is simple. The Cucumber Club fell apart due to laziness and greed. Motivation dwindled. Members lost interest in putting in the hard work needed to keep the channel alive. Plans were made, but they were rarely followed through. And then there was greed. Disputes over revenue, branding, and recognition overshadowed the group's original purpose, to create content and entertain fans.
Not over yet. I just forgot how long this section is.
Months turned into years, and the Cucumber Club went silent. Fans who believed in them were left with nothing but questions.
The comments.
They had something special, a chance to build a legacy, but they let it slip away. Still, it's not too late. The laughter, the ideas, the promise, they're all still there, waiting to be reignited. Will the Cucumber Club ever return? The legacy remains unfinished.
I hate that you hear my controller so much in these clips. When I play Minecraft, you hear me pressing every single button on my controller trying to quickly do everything. Alright, so, there's the video. So let's go back through and talk about some parts. There's a couple things I want to highlight. There we go. So, here's the thing. But yeah, Cucumber Squad, could it have ever been anything? Shay's brother made us this fun little outro, and I became obsessed with the song. But Cucumber Squad could have never became anything because we all were on PS3. Every single one of us were on PS3, and PS3 doesn't have any like built-in recording software or anything like that. And none of us had capture cards. None of us ever got capture cards. So we had this idea. We were super happy for it. We were super excited. We talked about it so much, and we pretty much just couldn't do it. Because we were kids. Capture cards are expensive, especially back then, but it just wouldn't work. It couldn't have ever worked. I think we did have a lot of potential. I think we had a lot of funny people, a lot of people who are very creative. We could have done so much more if we had went the extra mile. But I've said this down below too. With us being on a PS4, PS5, sure, we can record and all that, but sharing clips and POVs for like these big videos, they would have to be multi-POV for them to be proper and worth watching, instead of just watching my POV the whole time, or Ray's POV the one time, or Darkrai's POV the whole time, or anyone's POV, because that we wouldn't. It's a group channel, a group effort. I feel like we would need everyone's input to get all the best moments. But there was not a good way for us to share those clips and whatnot. Sure, we could do what we have done and post them on YouTube unlisted, send them to people, have them download it. But that ruins the quality. It locks it in 720p at most. And that's why Cucumber Club didn't go far, because sure, we can finally record stuff. Couldn't share it because we don't have a capture card. The capture card is still key for quality preservation and having it on an easy, because you can share anything on the computer. It would be so easy to share it, but we don't have a capture card.
The Cucumber Club fell apart due to laziness and greed.
And here's okay, so laziness, probably true. Greed, there is some things in this video that I think are objectively wrong. Greed, I don't think so. We definitely felt lazy. We definitely lost motivation. I don't think anyone was greedy. There wasn't anything to be greedy about.
Motivation dwindled. Members lost interest in putting in hard.
People did lose interest. People did lose interest hard. I eventually lost interest.
Plans were made, but they were rarely followed through.
That is true. I talked about that in my last video about the Cucumber Club. Plans were made several times, but never, ever were followed through.
And then there was greed.
This part is all wrong. Hold on, just listen to this.
Disputes over revenue, branding, and recognition overshadowed the group's
branding, revenue, and recognition. The Cucumber Club channel, it doesn't have revenue. And then what? Branding
and recognition.
Recognition. The branding was simple. It was just, hey, we're Cucumber Club. I whipped up a quick profile picture for it with like the 2 and stuff. Nobody had any issues with it. And recognition, I don't know. I don't think recognition came to it because we didn't really do anything. We also didn't have any we didn't have any arguments. We haven't really had a single argument over Cucumber Club besides the one time I was mad at Dragon for not pulling up to the Minecraft tournament. But water in the bridge. Oh well, it wasn't that serious. But we haven't fought. We haven't ever fought over anything when it comes to it. When it comes down to there is no revenue. No one has ever complained about the branding. I think it's a stupid name. It's kind of meant to be a stupid name. It's kind of meant to be a stupid logo, but it was meant to be temporary. No one really ever brought up any of these things, really. So I think that's where this kind of goes south. But the rest, it's like, yeah.
Overshadowed the group's original purpose to create content and entertain fans.
And that stayed the purpose. Even though we didn't do it, it was all for the sake of content and like it being different than what I don't know. I wanted things to be different on this channel than what any of us do, and it was just meant to be a good time for everyone. See, yeah, this part two, 3 months later, I don't remember if I edited part 2 or not, but the issue is when during my Naruto series, the person that we had editing our videos, they edited the trailer, the meet the group thing, and part 1 of the Naruto for sure. He stopped answering my messages. Pretty much, he stopped answering my DMs. I found out he wasn't interested anymore. He would always like forget about it and stuff. So we had lost our editor, which made it pretty funny. He was pretty good at it. Like it was decent for free. Then I took it upon myself, and things didn't get out as quick. Y'all know how I am with videos. I don't really do videos. I don't know what the perks about. Is Ray on perks? Is this lore that I don't know about? Ray, do you do drugs? Will the Cucumber Club ever return? is the kind of final like cliff note of this video, and my answer to that is I don't know. And here's the reason I don't know. It's because I'm pulling out of Cucumber Club. I'm pretty much done with it. Don't quote me on this, but one more video might be in the works by someone else. I won't say who. Someone else might be working on a video. Don't know when it'll come out. But that very well could be the last one. And it could very well be the last one with me in it, because I'm pulling out for my own personal reasons. I don't want to get into it too much. To give my own kind of insight is because I'm not friends with some people in the Cucumber Club anymore. I'm not on good terms with some people, and that's not something I want to like. I'm not gonna like put anyone on blast. That's petty. That's stupid. So that's gonna stay between me and stay between them. Hopefully they respect that. Hopefully they don't bring this all out here, because that'd be stupid. I couldn't do Cucumber Club stuff anymore. I wouldn't be able to organize things. I wouldn't be able to do a lot of things because I'm not cool with some people. So I'm pulling out, and that's sadly just how it's gonna be. I'm gonna be focusing on this channel some more. I'm gonna be focusing on Twitch a lot. I have big plans for 2025. Some of them rely on I can't talk about it here. I have a separate video talking about what I'm gonna do in 2025, my goals, my plans, yada yada. I have a separate video on that. But I'm done with the Cucumber Club, sadly. If the Cucumber Club continues, that's fine. Good for them. But I think I'll just kind of be focusing on more collabs. Everyone's like individual channels. I think I'm just gonna focus on that aspect of things rather than the big old group content things. Maybe I'll try to organize bigger events and stuff, but not for Cucumber Club and not including some people. I don't know. I'm sorry. This probably isn't the news that people would expect or even want, especially after seeing this video. It's actually a fairly decent video besides for like that one chunk that's just completely wrong. At the end of the day, we're still shooting way in over our heads because we couldn't get high quality content, like even just graphics wise, to you. So one more might come out. It might come out before this comes out. Hopefully it comes out before this comes out, or it's gonna be real awkward. It's gonna be real awkward, but I'm sorry to people that were looking forward to the Cucumber Club. And to kind of explain my own lack of videos is I don't like to talk about this really. I don't know if I've ever talked about it on YouTube, but I might suffer from depression. I'm not diagnosed. I'm not going to say I do, but a lot of the time the stuff that I like loses its sparkle. Like the stuff that I like to do, and I still like to do, I love it. It's just so hard, and it's so hard to be motivated to do that stuff, even though I love it. And so that's why things have slowed down a lot on this channel as well, is because sometimes it's just hard. You know, life beats you down. Things happen. I don't want to get into it too much, make it too sad. Sometimes things happen, and I feel like very held back by myself. Thank you, Kevin, for making this documentary. It was very insightful. Very, very sweet of you to like go like I'm not subscribed. I'm subscribed now. He has a bunch of these on it, like several on Dragon. Dragon mentioned a lot, but who knows? Maybe I'll get one day. Maybe Jewel. I think Jewel wants one. I think I found this one because Jewel was like, "When's mine?" Or someone was like that. But for the final time, goodbye. Sorry for disappointing anyone, and I'll see you next time.